Yo, what is good, my fellow Magic Knights? It is your boy DEADMANVINCE back with yet another JJK Phantom Parade video. And today I'm going to be talking about when grade 9, yes, so grade 9 level 97 is going to be coming, or rather speculating on when it's supposed to be coming, because I'm kind of to a point now where I'm not really, like, the only thing I have to work on at this point is like story events or map events, if they're not already complete and I don't have all the rewards. But we're literally in the midst of JJK 0 right now, like it's out for the month, and I'm already a pretty good way through the rewards on the story event. The map event will come tomorrow, but you guys always know we just get to those events so easily. Or if you're struggling with those events, then I mean, even still, it's going to take you a little bit of time, yes, but it's out for the entire month. The first 3 weeks, or the first 3 events, I could see people struggling to get through those just because they jam-packed all that stuff, because the first 2 came in the first week, the second one came right at the end of the first week, but the first 2 lasted like 2 weeks, so we were just jam-packed with 3 events on top of each other. So it was very understandable if you do not get all of that stuff done. Don't feel bad or anything. It'd be like that sometimes. But now we have a more, I think we have a more regular schedule that we should be on now. So this month is going to be JJK's 0 stuff. So we have the story event. We're going to get the map event for part 2, which is on the 24th. And then part 5, I believe, is on the 29th. But we're not getting any map or story event or anything like that. And I guess one question that I want to pose to you is, what are some things that you're doing? And comment down below and let me know. What are some things that you are doing right now on your account that's going to help you prepare for the future with all the stuff that's coming from the JP side that we now know about, right? Because people are breaking down the JP content for global players anyway, just so that we have that extra preemptive like notice. Because I feel like a lot of gacha games nowadays are trying to take that route where they're trying to like speed up the later version, whatever the later version is, and they're trying to make it parallel to the original version so that they're on the same timeline. And I feel like JJK is probably going to end up doing that because they are moving a bit faster on the global version. I don't think it's a bad thing necessarily, because I think some of the stuff that they're bringing faster and some of the stuff that they're skipping is either something needed or something that you can definitely like skip. So it's just kind of already out of the way, out of sight, out of mind. But it does kind of suck because they're just kind of going ahead and throwing that into the summon pool already. Also, does anybody know, will domain expansion for Shigro be in Yuta's summon pool? Because if he is, that's a little dastardly. But as of right now, I actually have a list of characters personally that I am trying to push for level 91 at the moment, so that whenever level 97 comes, I can take the fastest route possible trying to get those characters to level 97, right? I don't want to be stuck in a position where I don't have all of the cursed object collection materials that I need to push them all up. And yes, you cannot farm the cursed object collection for level 97 yet, but honestly I feel like in grade 9 some of the items that you use from grade 8 are going to carry over to grade 9, so maybe you will already have some stuff. But for the most part, they're going to add a new tier of item. It's either going to be like a different color, or it's just going to be like, because right now it's like the gold items, the SR items, for example, they're like it'll say like flat container 1 and then flat container 2. So it's like that's how they kind of like stack the items, right? So I don't know if it's gonna be like flat container 3 or something, or they're gonna switch it to a completely different item at this point with a different rarity, different name. But either way, let me just go ahead and jump here. Either way, so yeah, it looks like that you're gonna be doing more gold stuff, and this is gonna be 3 flat container like 3 or something like that, right? So when level 9, grade 9 comes, 97 is gonna be here, and we just need to be insightful, right? Since we know the extra level caps are coming, let's try to stay on top of it, because right now I'm playing the JP version as well, and I'm trying to get characters worked on. And because I stopped playing the JP version for so long, all of my characters are not maxed out at the max level, and now the max level even in the game is level 150. If you get like a prison box, it's actually level 140, but if you get like a prison realm or prison seal or something like that, you can boost your level cap by 10 levels. But either way, you need to be prepared for grade, or for level 90s, or yeah, level 97 when it comes, right? So let's talk about how long it took grade 9 to come after the game released, and then I'm gonna talk about some of the characters that I have worked on and why I haven't worked on. So guys, all it took was literally 1 month and 18 days for level. It helps so much when you have a website on the side that just tells you how many days are in between these 2 days. But whenever the grade goes up, that means a new chapter came out, because you have to have a new chapter so it can give you new cursed object collection stages, so you can get higher level cursed object items, right? Or cursed objects. So when it took a month and 18 days for a new story chapter to come out, and by association grade 9 and level 97 to come out, and it looks like they had double drops during that time too, so that's also good. Oh, it's when Red Yuji dropped. I see. By the way, guys, Red Yuji is cool, but like, don't summon, because you have some time before Hollow Purple Gojo comes, but like, you're literally about to pick up a godly red DPS right now on the YouTube banner. If you're not doing that, I don't know what you're doing. But yeah, literally, Hollow Purple Gojo is right after Red Yuji, so I would not advise summoning on Red Yuji, but I would advise doing the story and working on your characters and getting them up to level 97. You're gonna need it, and you would hate to be behind. I'm telling you from experience right now, you would hate to be behind when that new level cap comes out, because you're going to be farming stuff that you should have already been able to do, and it's going to feel even worse because you could have already done it, and you're not going to be feeling bad because, ah, damn, I could have gotten the character this level already, but I didn't. You're going to feel bad because you're going to be like, yo, I could have gotten this character this level already, and I didn't. This is my fault. But then you're going to not accept that it's your fault, and then you're going to start blaming the game, and you'll be like, oh, shit game. It happens all the damn time. It's okay. It's human nature. But besides the point, you make sure that you have your characters level 91. So let me go through and show you guys some of the characters in my account, who I have level 91, why I have level 91, and what I plan to do with it. Alright guys, so I'm here in my character box, and every character that's a favorite character, so literally all the way down to Junpei, all these guys up. All these are characters that I'm trying to work on right now, and I actually have them listed off. If y'all saw me in my Black Clover days, y'all know I like to make a list, a chart for everything. It just makes the grind process feel more rewarding, because instead of you waiting for an objective in the game to pop, you know, you have your table and you fill something out, and that's your objective that just popped, right? So you make it a game for yourself, really, from the whole top down, right? Because I feel like when you're actually in a mission is when it only feels like a game to people, and then, you know, when they're out trying to work on units and build characters and stuff, like, that also is the game aspect to it, but that's more like RPG character builder kind of like type of deal. And then I feel like you go even higher scale to it, and then you just look at your account overall, like, damn, how many dupes of this character do I have? How many dupes of this character do I have? And the difference from BCM to now is I'm not really chasing a full maxed out account or anything like that. It's just it's kind of happening, you know. I got a few 5s here. I got Gojo 4 right here. It's literally like every time y'all turn around and there's a new Deadman video, like Gojo's just like another level or something. But literally, I didn't do a summon, by the way. I should probably explain that. I didn't do a summon on the regular banner. I did the 10 pull on this banner after I got all the tickets, and I pulled some random SRs and rares, and then I had enough points to come to the exchange shop actually, and I had 256 of these, so I bought a copy of Gojo. Oh, okay, I was about to say, there's no way you can only buy one copy. You can buy multiple copies until you max them out. Cool. Good to know. But hey bro, maybe I'll be able to buy another copy of somebody after these YouTube summons, who knows? But yeah, I got the dupe right here. I just wanted to make that clear, like, yo, I did not spend my diamonds going deep into that banner or anything. Like, I'm stacked up, I'm ready for YouTube. Like, let's lock in. They're gonna give us a free multi. I have 15 multis charged up right here, and we got a little surprise, but besides the point. But yeah, all these characters that I have favorited, all who I'm working on, literally brief explanation why each one is worked on right now. There's going to be a game mode later on in the first year anniversary. I don't imagine they'll bring it any earlier, because the game mode probably comes hand in hand with the new thing where there's like a hidden potential system, 2 characters in the game, so that's probably like a hand-to-hand thing, and I don't see them adding that before the anniversary. That's too important. But I do like to have a good roster of characters in every color, and this is always in any gacha game ever, because at some point mono teams become like a thing, a meta for at least a little bit, or at least it becomes like important for some PvE content or something. I always pride PvE more than PvP, because PvP is just, yeah, I spent more money than you. PvE is, I know how to play the game, I know how to maneuver this event, right? But anyway, rare for Shigro for 2 different stun chances built into his kit. Nobara just for a yellow DPSer. She was my first yellow DPSer I summoned. Inumaki for his break damage, and doesn't he do a buff as well? No, he doesn't do a buff, but he gives break damage. He increases his break damage, so a breaker. I just use him for that specifically. This Inumaki for his stun. This Toto for his best friend buff. I'm gonna use him in combo with Yuta once I summon him. Yes, I said when I summon him because I'm confident. Mekamaru actually has pretty good damage. He can be a dark horse for you if you don't have any green DPSs at the start. Gojo, come on, bro. The honored one. Nanami is a great buffer, and low-key be popping out them black flashes when you least expect it. Shoko is the only healer in the game. Enough said. Masamichi, Is he not the best buffer in the game? At least at the moment, I don't know anybody I'd rather have on my team than Masavichi. Ichiji, he's a okay whatever buffer. I just kind of worked on him because I looked at him compared to a lot of other characters, and I was like, oh, okay, he seems cool. He can boost your ultimate gauge, I think, and curse energy, and give you damage reduction or something like that. Or he has 2 different buffs. They're kind of whatever, but his ultimate was what interested me, so I just threw him in for that. Oh, dude, matter of fact, Kaito is probably the best buffer in the game, just because of the fact that he gives you extra curse energy every turn. So he's a cursed energy battery. So he's actually the best supporter in the game, in my personal opinion. Yaga is secondary because without Kaito, Yaga cannot consistently spam his buff skill. Typically, you can do his buff skill 2 times, like back to back, and then no, maybe 3 turns in a row. If you have his curse energy starting at 40, you use 20 on the first turn, and then he gains. Do you gain 10 every turn? Huh? I don't pay attention to that. I usually just have the stuff that I need because I use Kaito, and he's making everybody recover an extra, at the moment, 16 cursed energy every turn. And when I get that skill maxed out all the way, it'll be 19 cursed energy. Fushiguro, just to fill out my blue team, really. He's not anything too special. He does have a stun in his shit, and then also when divine dogs are active, does he get another stun somewhere else? No, he doesn't. He has an AoE, he has a stun. That's literally the only reason why. And I mean, yeah, no, I can't even say because he's an SSR character. I'm hitting this Nanami up because he is a hybrid DPS, which I think is okay. I used him in the Japanese version. I wasn't too upset with him when I used him. Plus, I'm trying to get that world record holder for most Black Flashes title, and I don't have Black Flash UG. So, I'm using Nanami in lieu of that. We have Momo because she has a buff that's actually pretty solid. Yeah, 50.7% damage dealt increase to all allies for 1 time in 2 turns. It sucks that it doesn't stack because it says for 1 time in those 2 turns, but even still, she's a good buffer. And then, quite literally, Junpei is only in the list because I want to make it a point to actually try and make him look good, because I know he's absolute dog shit. And I think it would be funny if I just popped out one day with a showcase and like my YouTube was looking like he was like Gojo type shit. But that is all the characters that I'm working on, or that I'm trying to work on right now. I will let you know that literally just these 4 at the bottom are the only 4 who need grade 8. Everybody else is like fully there on grade 8, even Ichiji, bro. And this boy don't even be in the field for real. But yeah, everybody's grade 8 and everything, so I am doing my part to prep for level 97. I'm not just telling y'all, get ready for level 97, and I'm not putting in the work for it, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I like to put in my own little personal like mission list, and I like to get my own objectives to keep the game interesting for me. That's how the Deadman likes to play. So, once I get all these 4 level 91 and fully graded up, like at that point, I'm literally just working on skills. I mean, Yuta is top priority on the list of units, so I do have 3 units on the list that are not in my possession yet. One of them is Yuta, and I didn't add like, you know, Hollow Purple Gojo and Anniversary Gojo and Half Anniversary Toji and Gojo. Like, no, I didn't add all that because that's far away. Yuta's right now. Yuta's coming right now, so I'm gonna work on these things right now, because if I put things that are too far away on the list, then I'm going to feel kind of like, ah, damn, man, I wish I already had this done. But if it's not on the list and I update it after I make so much progress to my list, the list is going to make me feel better about my gameplay experience. Versus, then I can add the extra stuff in, like, okay, cool. This is a lot less work than the last time. You see, it's like tricking yourself into taking the workload off, I guess, or thinking like, okay, I'm actually completing something here. Which, in my case, I guess I am completing something because I can make content with all these characters and stuff. But like, if you like playing the game that much, then hey, set it up however you want. Make it be whatever kind of experience you want it to be. But the 3 characters that I'm missing that I do want to get to grade, or I say I'm pushing them to grade 9, because grade 9 will come out in no time, right? The extra 3 characters are Yuta, the free-to-play Hanami that's in the shop, and then the free-to-play Mahito that's going to come to the shop as well. And I do not plan to buy Hanami as soon as I have the points here, because to buy 5 copies of one of these characters, you need 7,500 of these coins right here, and there's only a few ways to get these right now. They're going to add way more ways like down the road as you continually play the game more and more ways are going to be added, because they're going to start to realize, or they've already realized that this is inefficient. However we're getting these right now in the month is inefficient. And does somebody, yo, comment down below, does anybody already have these characters on global? Let me know. Like, if you do, If you do, take a shower. But I'm waiting for Mahito. So literally when I get to 1500, I'm not even gonna buy Hanami yet. Mahito takes first priority. So I'll probably do it in a way where I buy Mahito first, and then when I get the next amount of points, I'll buy Hanami, just so I can go ahead and get Hanami worked up and go ahead and put the materials into Hanami. And then I'll probably just continually buy copies of Mahito until he's maxed out, and then go for Hanami. And then, yeah, Jogo's there. Anyway. That's my spiel for today, guys. That is the food that the Deadman has provided. You guys should definitely be looking towards level 97 and making sure you're working on the characters, and try to get a solid list of characters that you see yourself using long term, that you're really liking right now, but not that you're liking just because they're your favorite character in their ass. I mean, like, you like them because they actually do perform in a very unique way. That's another thing about this game. A lot of games that you play, you read the kits and you feel like you read the kits and it's like, okay, that's kind of unique. But in this game, I feel like you use the characters. And it really is a unique experience from one character to another character to another character. You just get such crazy results. Like going with an all buffer team and then Gojo in the back, and then I switch Kaito out because my all buffer team would be Nanami, Yaga, or Yaga, Nanami, and then it would be Kaito and then Gojo, right? But instead I took out Kaito and I put in Todo in front of Gojo, which doesn't really work that crazy because Todo gives a physical damage buff. So if I wanted to use Gojo's skill 2, yes, that would have made sense, but I wasn't trying to use Gojo's skill 2. But literally now all of a sudden I have somebody beside Gojo that when somebody tries to attack Gojo, even if they don't deal damage to Gojo, Todo can pop out and counter them with Boogie Woogie anyway. Also, even though that man Todo boosts physical damage on attack, he also increases his allies' crit rate by 50% with that, I believe. Or I think it's with his combo ultimate. So now all of a sudden my Gojo's critting is more guaranteed, more assured. And also this man Todo is doing a hit with Gojo, which is also throwing a Black Flash to the mix. So I just like how differently of effects you can get in the game with the different characters that you use. But guys, that is it for your boy DeadmanVince. How fast do I think level 91 is going to be here? I never said the actual number. So if it came out in JP 1 month and 18 days after the game released, I say, oh, it'll probably be the same for us. It'll probably be right after Yuta. Like right after JJK's early use, they'll probably have an announcement that says, yo, we're dropping. So when does it end? It ends December. Oh no, but we have a bunch of New Year's stuff we have to go through as well, because this dropped basically at the same time as the JP version. So like we have the same stuff in our lineup that the JP version had. Because the only thing different right now is the fact that they switched around the Fushiguro banner, yeah, boohoo, whatever. But even still, that all I think would add up to the right time range, because with the Fushiguro banner coming out, that means Yuta was pushed back a little bit, and then Yuta is still going to be out for a month. So that still remains, right? But right after Yuta was Fushiguro, and then they also did just New Year. Honestly, yeah, this doesn't really matter that much. They didn't do a New Year's celebration or anything. All they did was a paid character gacha and a paid page gacha, one time only. So yeah, they can do that for New Year's, and we can still continue on our typical process. But literally after that typical process, right after, it's the next story chapter, and then level 97. So yeah, guys, I would say get ready for level 97 right after Yuta's going, right after. So on the 26th or 27th of December, I believe we should see grade 9. So guys, be ready for that story chapter. Make sure you're catching up and beating that story chapter. And if they bring back double drops, be ready for it, I guess. We get double drops every weekend. Global is eating divinely. But yeah, maybe they'll bring double drops again for like a week-long period or something like that. But no, this time for realsies, guys, that's it for your boy DeadmanVince. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and if you didn't enjoy the video, then good for you. All right.